Okay. All right. 3, 2, 1. Everybody, we are here for round number 2, or map number 2, rather. This is going to be AIM Rec versus Dynasty Gaming. Yeah, so after a very interesting first round where Nexus really losing it there in the second half of that map, very interesting. I gotta say, not really expected. They will be moving down into the losers bracket, we are going to be seeing Exertus moving on into the winners. They will be facing off against, I believe it was Fox, so we are going to be watching the Dynasty and Rekgaming match. Mac, how you doing, man?
I am doing superb. That was a pretty fun first match. Little different than you would expect, but went pretty well. And I'm really excited for Karkin. This has been one of my favorite maps for half a decade now. I can remember playing this in Battlefield 2. It is still great to this day. I'm so pumped we have it in another tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, guys, we will be. It's going to be interesting because, as you know, we are in a Barebones tournament, which means that there are no attachments on these guns. So a lot of these long-range guys that have been able to get these amazing picks from ways away are not going to be able to do as such on this particular map. Now, if we're looking right here, we're going to have a two-man push over here by Wire. That does get taken down, so Dynasty Gaming will be able to clean that up. Trying to have a two-man or three-man push over here by Yard. Not able to do so, electing to get up into front two and try and make their way over here onto a garage. Now, what are you thinking, Mac? What's your ideal strategy? I would suggest.
Well, Rex played it right. You know, they did a pretty standard push, a couple to Wire and a couple to Yard. That's how almost every team does it. Just the whole Yard or Wire wiping that quick is a bit of a problem because now they're going to be surrounded. They are in a garage, but there's Dynasty players above them, below them, behind them, and here we go. Kelly getting a nice kill on Exile there. And actually, AIM is doing a pretty good, or Rec is doing a pretty good job here. I would like to see one of them try to run to C right now, so we'll see. It's kind of an experience moment here. Looks like Rambo is actually going to go to C, so it looks like Reg is coming into this a little bit prepared. It'll be interesting to see how Dynasty responds. Thus far, pretty vanilla. Nothing I wouldn't expect.
Yeah, and we are going to be seeing A getting flash now. It is going to be Killa who is going to be on that. Not Nexus Killa, but Rec Killa, or AIM Killa. They will be able to get A, I think, completely grayed out here. I'm not seeing any opposition right now from Dynasty. I think Dynasty actually elected to probably spawn some players back over here by B, maybe even to C flag, because they do know that a couple of them did try and leak.
Dynasty is trying to reapproach A here, but they kind of went for a rush from glass, which is not going to work. And Rec has a player in garage and on A2 and on A flag.
Yeah, they should be okay right here.
I was wondering for a second there if Dynasty was just going to play really safe and spawn back at C and expect the back rage, but it looks like they are not. And we've got two Rec players here jumping from C2 onto C flag, and they are now burning C flag.
Yeah, and this is not looking good for Dynasty, guys. Remember, this is Karkin, so you can get capped out on this particular map. If Dynasty loses all three of their flags, they do not have a main spawn to come back to, so they have to be super careful here. We are going to be seeing Dynasty coming back. One is going to be over there by Delphin. The other one trying to come from spawn, but not able to do so. Should be able to get... Oh, going to be coming in here. Devil right there taking out his own player, Exile. Oh my god.
And then he gets sent of himself. Well, you know that there's going to be some arguments going on about that one right there.
I really wish that we could have been in TeamSpeak right there. I'm sorry, guys, for laughing during a cast, but I mean, honestly, you don't see too many blunders like that happening. Dynasty will be able to get back over here onto A flag. They should be able to cap this back, but I think with them losing C flag, Rec is going to be in a really good position here. Honestly, they can just re-push from C to B. They don't have to worry about any back rages, they're in the dominant position right now, guys. This is the flag that you definitely want to have.
I would actually agree with you if Rec didn't look a little confused here. They're kind of going from radio to Gayrock side, and it kind of looked like they weren't quite sure what to do. They had three of them stacked up on radio there, and I think if they had made a standard push through A arches to A, they could have had it. There are no Dynasty players on A, but instead they've kind of gotten themselves trapped in this no man's land. And I think here we are seeing this experience on a map that is just not that commonly played. And Dynasty's had a lot of success in the last few months, Battlefield. So even though they may not be that prepared on this map either, they are playing this a little bit better. And Exile with a nice nade, that was not a teammate that time.
Maybe he learned his lesson right there. And you know what? His teammate just forgave him. He's going to go ahead and get him a res. But 163 to 184, the bleed was stopped. So Dynasty, it still has the bleed, but it wasn't as bad back before. Now, it's kind of like you're saying. I'm agreeing with you here. Rek is looking like they don't really know what to do at the moment. Both two players going down over here onto C4. And, yeah, it doesn't really seem like they know what kind of a push to make of it. It does look like a two-man push going over there to A flag from spawn. And
I like that they said, hey, we need to get C, and they did that. And you know what? That is so tough for any team to do. And then the fact that they did that right at the break is great. But now they need to make that slow push on B just to keep Dynasty's players there so the couple guys coming from spawn can have some success pushing A.
Yeah, and Rambo doing a really good job over here on light stairs.
So I think they may be able to do that.
Does end up getting taken down. We will be seeing a C4 play right now, trying to get back up these stairs. Oh, Dynasty able to take him out. And I think Dynasty is going to be able to make a play on C flag right now. There is nobody back here for Rek, and they should be able to get back here pretty much clean. One player does spawn back for Rek, but here comes the burn. And this is not a good position for them to be in. Are they even close to getting A flag?
No, A has not even flashed once at this point. And they are making that push on C, but Rek did have a couple guys in C3, which I think kind of set them up to keep that in their position. Now A is flashing, so we do see Rek trying to make a push on A here, which is good to see. But they got to be careful. There is one Dynasty player in A arches right now. He's going to make a play to try to stop that bleed.
Yeah, it does look like Rek is going to be safe over there onto C5. Let's take a look back over here onto A. It does look like Rek trying to stay alive over here on this A burn. Two players are going to be up in it. They will be able to get the gray out and capping it at the moment. One Dynasty player are going to be left over here by Cubby, and he's going to be trying to... I like that positioning over there from Rek, though. Who was that exactly? Liquid is going to be stuck over there onto A2, and he was able to provide some really good cover for his guys down here that were capping A. Now we are going to be seeing a fight over here in the Hotel Alley. Three players from Dynasty are going to be over here, and yeah, Liquid is going to be off by himself, trying to use an M9 for whatever reason, not able to get anything off of that. A flag will be flashing again. Let's take a look at what's happening over here by C flag. Are they going to be able to get up on B?
I think Rek's going to get a control B here, and Dynasty needs to be really careful. I think we're seeing a little bit of the map inexperience here. They made for a really nice push on A. You know what? If I was a defending team and I had to pick between holding one flag, A or C, I would pick C. They're banking on being able to re-push the rest of the map from A, and they're kind of putting themselves in the position of the attackers, which I don't think is a great strat on this map.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, we'll say this. Dynasty putting themselves up in the hotel. They don't have anybody over there onto Wire 2, which definitely would be helpful. If you guys are wondering, this is Hotel, what I'm looking at right now. This is Wire 2, which is what we're going to be seeing Fake Name in right now. And a very strong hold for Rek. And, oh, getting caught from behind over by Gay Rock. And Dynasty not able to finish it up. Ooh, not having those magnums there, so no, we're not going to get any one-shot magnums. Getting completely demolished right there. That's going to be Nug Salad, and that is going to be gone. But at the same time, guys, C is going to be grayed out. This is going to one-on-one fight right here. Rambo able to take out Devil. Is there going to be anybody else left here on C flag? I don't think there is. C will go back into the possession of Rek. Let's take a look back over here onto B flag.
Rambo did a really nice job there. He actually took out two players. He took out one at B arches before getting that guy in market. So really good job by Rambo there to keep this C flag intact while the rest of his team is kind of getting their surround on B. I really like what Rek's doing here. They're playing this really well. Whether it's on purpose or not, they're in a really good position right now, and they've got a nice surround on B flag. Now B is burning, but Rek is in Wire 2, and I think they're going to be able to get that guy off a B flag if they can just get the angle
Ooh, right now they need some Jesus nades going in there to try and get him out of that particular spot. But we are going to be seeing a two-man push on there. One player does spawn in over onto Devil. Oh no! But looks like Dynasty able to get a nice shot over from Hotel. That's why that spot is so important. And Dynasty will be able to take B flag very handedly. Coming around the corner, but one left for Rek. He's going to be able to get the res off and a back rage. Nobody's looking for Dynasty, able to take out two players. Will they be able to finish off this third? I don't know. Hotel providing some really good cover there, and Rambo did end up going down from Devil. Hotel, or Wire 2 needs to get over there on the Hotel and try and take this out. We're still seeing, some one-on-one fights going back and forth. They're trying to get the res, is not able to do so, but Exile getting another team kill.
Team kills his only man on B flag. Oh my goodness.
And that right there is a huge blunder, guys. Oh my god, that right there could have swung it back into their favor if they were able to finish off that cap right there. They would have been able to have some spawns over there at Wire 2. They would have had spawns or at Tits, but instead ended up taking them out. Now they will be getting 3 players on this burn, so it's not going to be as bad. It looks like they just delayed it maybe. And they will be getting the burn right now. 113 to 137 in favor of Dynasty. But to be honest with you right now, they have given up a lot of tickets.
Yeah, don't want to see this too much, but this is a pretty even match so far. I feel like kind of both teams have been putting themselves in some interesting positions, and we've seen some gunfights that we might not normally see. I would have liked to see that Dynasty player that was over there by Fountain make a break for C, but I suppose it was the right move that he waited and made sure his team got B first. So let's see what Dynasty can do here. Rek is going to be repushing Alpha from deployment. And I don't see any Dynasty players near Alpha right now. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Well, there was one player over by Hotel Alley, but it looks like he left and went over there towards B. But what they have to be careful of right now is, actually there's going to be, was that a back rage? I don't know. It looked like there was a player over there by front 2 or A2. Not able to see anybody there. A will be getting grayed out. And we'll go into the, not getting grayed out. Nice back rage. So yes, Exiled there did end up getting behind them, guys. I'm sorry I did miss that, but I was right. There was a guy getting a back rage there. C flag is now going to be flashing. Looks like one player from Dynasty was going to be back here on it, but that gets cleaned up. B is also going to be flashing, and it looks like Dynasty was able to clean that up. So Dynasty is actually sitting in a fairly good position. They are able really to hold it down. The one thing that they have to worry about is where is all that action going on right now?
Oh, we had a couple gunfights going over here at Wire 1. Exile's actually getting a couple nice picks. Let's see, he does get cleaned up by Rambo. I like the way Dynasty's doing this right now, although it's a little strange for the defenders to kind of play A-B. That's not what you typically see. You typically see C-B for the defenders. That's the position you want to be in. We'll see if Dynasty can hold on to B here. They're kind of pushed off the flag. They're in Hotel, which is a great spot to defend B from if you have B, but they do not. So let's see what happens. They are flashing C. Yeah,
absolutely. 2 players are going to be over here by B. They were trying to be pushing out. That was a one hell of a Rambo move right there. C flag is going to be flashing, so let's take a look at C. 3 players from Dynasty are going to be back here. 1 player, it's going to be Liquid. Let's see if he can try and clean up some of these guys. I don't know if he's going to be able to. C flag should go back to the possession of Dynasty right now. Oh, no, it is not. Getting picked at the last second.
I think Rek just cleaned up C.
Rek did not just clean up C. There's going to be one left.
Managed to hold on to B there.
Killa now able to clean up C, and it will go back into the possession of Rek. But at the same time, Dynasty being a little bit everywhere on this map at the same time are going to be over here by Pit on B, and it's only going to be a one-on-one fight. Rek now, a 3-on-1 fight. Rek needs to get over there onto the burn. Oh man, if they were going to be able to stop that burn, that would have been huge. 67 to 124 in favor of Dynasty. Dynasty, though, if they're not careful, will be pushed off of this B flag, and they are. The guy over at Hotel not able to do any work, only able to actually get 1 pick. But here comes the push from C4. Looks like 1 player is going to be up there for Dynasty.
This is sort of Dynasty's last chance here. Rek has actually put themselves in a great position to maybe have an all cap here in the next few minutes. I know Dynasty does have control of A, but as we know, A flag is a tough one to hold without giving up a lot of stuff behind you. Let's see if Dynasty can get back onto B here.
Yeah, and right now Dynasty just they're going big over here by Tits and C4, and 60 to 121. That's definitely going to help them out by pushing them back, getting those picks. Everybody knows that picks are good, but flag caps are even better, and Rek needs to get onto a flag cap. 3 of them are going to be stuck down over here onto C4. Looks like we are going to have some pistol fights going out. So weird to hear those M9s and MP44s going off as opposed to Magnums or Rex. But they are going to be making a big push up here onto B. And 4 guys are going to be going over to rear, but they got to watch for the back rage on Gayrock. And Killa going to be able to stay alive? No, he is not. Does get taken down by Nug Salad. And
Nug Salad, watch out. There's still one more guy. I don't know if you know it. Nug Salad cleaning up 3 guys on B. Wow, great play by Nug there. Wow, I'm impressed. Good job.
Yeah, Nug going big for his team right there. Not getting any team kills. And they will be over here on C flag. So looks like we might be seeing an all cap out for Rek. Not able to get onto C flag. They are going to have to fight off. Ooh, but not looking at the back rage right now over here onto C2. And there will be one player from Dynasty jumping up there. There's one. And oh, Nug not able to get up the other one. Rambo though, going to be able to take out Exiled and Hammerforge. And that's definitely going to help out over here on this C flag. And ooh, if Nug's not careful, he will go down. And I think he's just a little bit paranoid there. Nades are going to be coming out. And
I would have liked to see Rek repush A here, which they are doing, but it's a little bit slow. I'd say about 30 seconds to a minute slow. Fake Name is going to go ahead and push A here. That's the right move. I would like to see that done a little bit sooner. We'll see if Rek can hold on to C here while those 2 go ahead and try to cap A.
Yeah, but Rek still has to get back over here onto C flag. Dynasty going to be making another push on it. Looks like they were able to take out one of by blocks, and Dynasty going to have 2 more guys over here on it, also taking out Delphin. So being very strong back here onto C, and they will have this flag. I don't think any spawns got off for Rek. Oh, 1 spawn did get off for Rek in Glass. He will be having 3 guys spawning on him, and they will be repushing back from Arches into back Glass. Dynasty knows that they're there. They did hear the glass breaking. They are preparing for a push. 15 to 114, guys. Unless Rek can get on both of these flags really quick, it is going to be over. But I will say this, Rek doing a really good job on the US side. And it does look like C will be able to get cleaned up. They will be able to get the burn on here. Now what they have to watch out for are the spawns. Ooh, nice job by Hammerforge coming around the corner by Delphin. Still able to take him down and getting back rage from Arches. This is what I was talking about, getting those spawns off, and they will not be able to get the gray out. 6-112. It is still in favor of Dynasty. Dynasty doing a really good job here at the very end. Too bad they couldn't have done this a little bit earlier, and they will be able to take this round 112 to 1 or to 2, 112 to 0. Guys, we'll be heading into the next round here in just a second. Big Mac, what did you think about that?
All over the place. Dynasty did a good job, but they were kind of just winning more of those 3v2s, 2v3 kind of scenarios where down 1 man or so and you got to get the gunfights, and they were able to win those. And I think that kind of made up for the fact that both of these teams were really all over the map at different points. I'd like to see both teams be a little bit more cohesive as a unit and have more of a solid plan, but I don't think anyone did particularly bad. Dynasty just had some better shots there.
Well, I honestly think that
hey, wake up.
Rek just didn't have the I honestly just don't think that Rek had the experience. They just, if you like you said, it looked like they were confused there for a while, and not really knowing which places to go or what to do at those particular times, and that indecision really does hurt you in the long run.
Yeah, you have to be decisive on these Conquest Assault maps. There's not a lot of tickets, and the tickets burn fast. So you have to be very decisive. Just like you said, you can't waste much time trying to make your decision. You kind of have to know what the next step is before you need to make it. And this is where, you see just the pure experience coming through. I think we've had some pretty even gunfights, but Dynasty's doing a good job in this first round. Let's see how they do as attacker. They finished there with up about 115 tickets or so. That is not impossible that the defenders can keep that in their favor. I have seen it before. it's not uncommon for teams to get really, really stuck just trying to push the B flag as attacker. So we'll see how this goes. I think we're going to have a pretty nice match for the second round. And I'm not sure if we're taking a break here or if we're just going.
I don't think we're going to be taking a break.
Very least, it's not live yet. Dynasty's ready to go. Rek may be saying, hey, we need a minute here to formulate our plan.
All right, they are ready, so let's go.
All right.
Get the admins in here. Going to be leaving squads here. Alrighty. So, Mac,
All right,
what do you think
going live.
that Rek is going to have to do on this next match?
You're going to have to be so solid at preventing those breaches to C. They themselves really smartly went immediately for that C bomb off the breaker's attacker. So you got to know that they're expecting that as defenders this time. If they can stuff that and at least stop Dynasty at Alpha, I think they have a pretty good chance of winning this. But it's tough. It is just so tough to stop that line at B. Even if you have a really nice setup on B tower and a fountain side, it's tough to control all those attackers. So I think if Rek is able to keep them pinned at least Alpha, they're going to have a really good shot at this. I would say if C flag goes down real quick from Dynasty, Rek's going to have a really tough time.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, oh my gosh, guys, I'm sorry for the lag here on my end. I'm trying to get into this building. Alrighty then. Let's get this free cam up and rolling. Uh-oh.
Hey-o, get the free cam working. Alright, we have Dynasty pushing both wire side and yard. Yard looks like it has been clean. No, it has not. 2 Dynasty members here over at Garage. I take that back. Garage did get cleaned up, but Dynasty is still making a push over on the wire side. They're kind of all over wire.
Oh, wow,
right
they are.
now.
They are all over the place over here onto wire. They will be able to keep kill balance. And Rek is going to be set up quite nicely over here onto Dark Stairs. And they will be able to get a couple of shots over here onto wire if he's able to get these head glitches off, which it does look like he will be able to. They are finally going to be getting onto this A burn, so they will be contesting it. And Rek is going to be coming
nice
back.
job by Rek anticipating that wire push. I'm happy to see that. I think that puts them in a good position to do well. And they do still have a guy. Rek still have a guy over here at Arches. He does manage to get. Can't tell where his fake name. Yeah, he does manage to get a pick. I think they did manage to get Dynasty off of Alpha here. So Rek's doing a nice job, and they've got him really pinned in over here at Wire 2.
Yeah, they're all pinned in.
I think Dynasty needs to just make a play towards Wire.
They're all pinned in over here on the wire. They need to make a big 4-man push into C. They're already over here. Stop trying to spread out. You know, they just need to make a push. It looks like they are going to be trying to go over to Hotel. Able to take out one. That was going to be Liquid getting taken down. They will be getting on the B burn, which is something you don't really see very often as a first push, 192 to 196. It is now almost going to be in favor of Rek here pretty soon. Or it is in favor of Rek right now. I'm sorry, guys.
It is in favor of Rek, and Rek does have a guy in Hotel, although, was that balanced? He may have just gotten cleaned up. So Dynasty is probably going to be able to get a hold of B here. It's an interesting position to be his attacker, to be double Gibby down. Better be careful on B, because Garrock is still up, and Rambo does manage to get a hammer forged off of B. Rek's doing a really nice job right now of just saying, you know what? We're just going to play off of the moves you make, and if you're not going to leave wire, we're going to let you stay there.
Yeah, now C is going to be flashing right now at the moment. Dynasty getting 2 players back here for it. What's really going to be making the difference is if Rek is able to spawn back some guys back here to take care of it. One does try and get back here. That's going to be Fake Name. Not able to do so. Looks like Nugstyle will be able to also clean up Killa. So B or C flag will go into the favor of Dynasty. And now B flag is going to be flashing. And, oh, we're going to be able to stay alive in Pit. Wow. Nice job there. It's going to be Raptor. He will be able to continue this burn on B flag and maybe even get the gray out. Wow. This is definitely surprising. He's not even pushing up. Yeah, okay, so I don't even know who that was over there on Rec, but he was not able to get up onto this burn. Nobody's burning this B flag. Trying to get over into Gay Rock. He will be able to and get a couple of shots over there onto C4, but honestly, man, they pretty much messed up, I would say, on this B burn. Rec had a chance to stop it or at the very least stall it out, and they didn't. And now Dynasty is in a really, really good spot to contest it. There, I do have 2 players over in the wire too.
Bring them on.
And we are going to be seeing Dynasty onto this B flag right now. They will be able to get this halfway burn. Trying to get on it. Rec not able to do so. Like I said, they have a strong position over there on wire 2. And they will be able to hold this down. Devil able to take out AIM, or Rambo rather.
And Dynasty's just sort of rambling their way through B here. I'm a little bit surprised by this. I thought that they would be in a lot of trouble, and those guys stuck in wire not being able to repush A from deployment, but they're actually doing a pretty good job here. Yeah, good job by Dynasty to get B control, and
whoa, we might be seeing a cap out here. A flag is going to be flashing.
Yeah, a lot of nades going off on A there. Rec was like, oh crap, alright, we don't want that to happen, so they let off everything they had. Dynasty's in a great spot. They can kind of just sit back and say, well, you know what, now we're the defenders. It's your move, Rec, and you don't have a lot of moves to make, and we know where you're coming from.
Yeah, they are going to be backed up into
going to need a couple nice kills.
Quite a corner right now. It is not going to be a very comfortable spot for them to be in. The same position that Dynasty was in for almost the entire game last time. 157 to 63. C and B flag are going to be flashing, so let's take a look over here onto B. Looks like one player from Rec is going to be over here by the crate, but he does get taken down. Still one left over here by Tits, and he's going to try and clean it up, but not able to do so. Let's take a look over here onto C flag. Does look like Dynasty has one player back here. Was he able to hold it off? I think he was. Yeah, I don't see anybody from Rec over here at the moment. And let's take a look over onto A flag, which is now grayed out. So Rec does not have any flags to spawn on.
We have a cap out.
And this is not
We have
good.
a cap out. And are there any Rec players up? Can you see anybody up?
Yes, right now over here onto A flag, it does look like Rec is trying to push in, but ends up going down. Should have waited for some spawns, but ended up not doing so. C flag is going to be contested at the moment. Getting completely in a crossfire. Looks like he ended up getting taken down. Delphin going to be swamped by Hammerforge, and I don't even know who that was.
That's going to be game, folks.
And that is game. Look at those tickets just burned down, and GG. Dynasty taking both of those rounds. Look a little shaky there, but definitely taking it there at the end.
Yeah, good job by Dynasty there. They played that just like they needed to. I think Rec was a little lost on the approach they needed to take to be a bit more safe and avoid that cap out. But all in all, a pretty good match. Good job by Dynasty there to take this one. And it looks like Rec will be falling into the lower bracket. Do you know who they're going to be matched up against?
I do not at the moment. I'm going to be checking right now.
It looks like they will be matched up against Float. Float and friends, floatgaming.net. That is what I think.
Right. So, guys, right now it does look like Webspell ended up pushing on. They will be in the winner's bracket 3rd round. And I'm going to go up against TG, those guys. We are just waiting for the results for Fox Esports and Exertus, and then Dynasty and Rec. Obviously, Dynasty taking that. They will be pushing on, and they will be playing up against whoever's the winner of the Fox Exertus match, which I'm going to go with Exertus on that one. So we will be seeing probably a Dynasty Exertus match in round number 3. Rec will be pushed down into the losers bracket, like you said. We'll be going up against Float.
I'm excited to see some of these lower bracket matches. I think we're going to see some more even matchups, which might lead to some better gameplay. So hopefully we get some good matches going on in that lower bracket. The upper bracket is sort of filtering out the way you would expect. Not much else to say on that. who are we going to be watching next, Brett?
Yeah, so our next game, guys, will be Float versus Rekgaming. That will be on, let's take a look at the maps right now. I think it's Grand Bazaar.
Is that the first round of the lower bracket?
Yes, it is going to be Grand Bazaar. So that should be a pretty interesting matchup right there. And we will be back here in just a few moments.